Hey man, welcome to the Live Vibes, man. We are here with the new day, the new scenery. You guys see it on Sunday. It's Monday, so Monday.
LiveVibezPodcast.
As we all sit over here and try to make sure we adjusted and everything's cool, I'm gonna go ahead and start us off with a hey, welcome to the Live Vibes Podcast, man. Every Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we try to come live with the vibe, regardless of where we at. This episode, man, a lot of people was really intrigued by our last episode, which we really appreciate. And some people was missing the turn up. They like, oh, we wanted to act the fool, X, Y, and Z. But we had.
Wait. They can still come on whenever the hell they want. Stop faking.
Yeah. They want the Live Vibes energy and shit. But we gonna give them something today. But yeah, James, bring us in, bro.
Hey man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's James, aka Hater Herder, aka Mr. Flatliner. What's up with it?
Y'all already know who it is. It's D'Angelo, aka Rated. And last but not least, we have.
Y'all looking for me? It's me. Y'all looking for who? Me?
Tell
them who I am. Tell them who I am. I'm listening.
It's the king, bitch.
At your motherfucking service. At your motherfucking service. What's up?
He said, I'm listening. Tell him who I am. I'm listening. Oh, shit. We got people coming in to watch the show. Shout out to everybody that's coming in right now. We appreciate y'all for doing what y'all doing, being a part of the show as always. First and foremost, man, y'all already know we got to do is check the vibes, man, making sure that, we all good around here and we ain't stressing out, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no help. We want to make sure that we all straight here as a family. So, my bros, how we doing, man? How was y'all weekend?
I mean, shit, mine was cool, man, because I slept. I honestly slept all fucking weekend, man. I clearly needed rest.
Yeah.
And I mean sleep. Nothing else. I got up Saturday to eat. I ate breakfast, back in the bed, all day.
Yeah.
Till it was time to go to bed Sunday. All day. I got up finally, like in the middle of Sunday, but shit, I slept.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at that at all, man. I actually haven't been getting a lot of sleep over the past, I'll say, week or so, man. This grind has been crazy. So I've only been getting like probably 4 or 5 hours every day, and which isn't bad. You can still function, but too many days in a row of that shit, it'll smack you, and that shit smacked me today. I had to take a motherfucking nap. I had to, man. That shit was crazy. And I'm terrible at naps. Like, if I take a nap, nigga, y'all might see me tomorrow. My shit be fucked up. So I did good today. I set an alarm and all that, a few alarms to make sure I got my ass back up. I know I had to prep for the podcast tonight. So, but other than that, though, it was a really good weekend. Like I said, just been doing a lot of work, man, getting a lot of stuff done, a lot of community stuff. Clients are booming right now. It feels good, especially after these past couple of months where shit's been dry as a motherfucker. So yeah, it's been good, man. It's been a really good weekend. King, what about you, man? How was your weekend?
Okay, I'm perplexed right now because y'all had me remember I had a client over the past weekend, and she sent me something and I don't even know how to operate this shit, like Google OneDrive and all that other shit. I never had to use it, so now I had to figure out what the fuck she sent me because she's supposed to be telling me which one she wanted me to edit. She really liked the photos, so that's a plus. I love it when people,
yeah,
and I'm like, fucking great. Now, like I feel happy that I earned my money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I don't like the,
the back and forth. I hate that. I go through that a lot with clients, and I was just talking about that the other day because I'm on a streak right now. I don't think I can remember the last client that was like iffy or picky about something that I had to do. Like, everybody was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I was like, bet, I ain't gotta do double work, triple work, go back, edit this, fix that. So when you get that energy, man, like off bucks, oh man, it's the best thing in the world. So yeah, I feel you on that one, 100%.
Yeah, so other than that, other than that, it's been just chilling. People's trying to give me a headache and stressing me out. I'm like, nah, bruh. Nah, it ain't gonna let you stress me out, bruh.
No, I'm good.
Like right now, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna sit back and drink my juice here. Somebody put some cleaning stuff in here so I can clean my insides. Somebody get the light for me so I can shine it in and clean my
Clean the insides out. Like that
insides.
good old tonic. I see you.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah, just chilling, just trying to yeah, just doing what everybody else doing, just chilling.
Everybody in the comments, man, if
Tired as
y'all
fuck.
watching, man, let us know how y'all weekend was. I'm definitely reading them right now. I see all y'all. We got Sanithia in the building. We got Lachelle in the building. We got Karen in the building. We got a lot of people coming up in here right now.
Miss
We see all
Campbell
y'all.
in the building.
Hey. So
Dale in the building. Yeah.
So all right, let's do the Black Lives Matter update because that's where we at with this, right? You know, so all right. It's always a lot going down because this thing is moving at such a fast pace. It always have been since it started. A few things that I wanted to point out. It's the good and the bad. The good vibes, the bad vibes, and I'm gonna start with a good vibe. And one of the good vibes I saw was that the way that the people, not even just the American people, just the people in general, are handling a lot of the racism that's been planted over centuries and centuries and centuries, man. They got they knocking down statues, you know what I'm saying? They taking anything that remotely like resembles anything that can be racist and they tearing that shit up and tearing it down. I've seen them, yeah, all the Confederate flags are being taken down. That was just put into play too, where they say any place that have a Confederate flag, it has to be removed. So that's coming down. Like I said, people either knocking the statues down or they're getting them a petition to get taken down. So all that energy has been really, really, really good. Because that's one way that the nation is going to grow, and we're going to see our kids not be taught so much hatred and so much racism, because that shit is taught when they don't see it in their face a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you see statues and flags and you see it right there in your face in your school, it's difficult, you know what I'm saying, for kids to try to adapt to that mentally, because like I said, you have to be taught that type of hate. And I'm glad to see that a lot of the little things are happening to get that shit taken down. But 3 people that are getting some smoke right now on the bad vibe side of this, and I'm gonna just throw the names out there. Y'all tell me which one y'all want to go with first. We got Mark Walburn, we got Lil Wayne, and we got Terry Crews. Who y'all want?
What the fuck happened to Mark Wahlberg?
All right, I'm glad you asked. So Mark Walburn basically just put up a tweet, you know what I'm saying that you know, he's with the movement, he support Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying, things have to change or whatever, which we all appreciate. But
there's always a but.
Everybody who knows him knows that he has a past, and in his past, it's documented. This shit's like you can Google this shit right now. If you Google like Mark Wahlberg's hate crimes or some shit, it's like shit back when he was young, maybe when he was a kid, teenager, whatever. It was reported that him and his white friends were caught chasing 3 black children, saying, "Kill that nigga, kill them niggas," blah, 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 blah. Like, it's a bunch of little wild shit like that he used to do maybe in his past. Maybe the shit was funny to them back then. Maybe he's grown to be a different man today. But that shit is public knowledge, and people was not fucking with that. They're like, "Oh wait, is this you, Mark? Is this the same Mark Wahlberg?"
He's one of the people that just should have shut the fuck up.
Yeah, if you knew that was in your background, nigga, just shut up.
I like Mark Wahlberg too.
We all like Mark Wahlberg. We all like him, but when that shit get dug up, it's like, God damn. So, I mean, I don't know. You know, when you like somebody or you like something, you make so many excuses for them. Like, I feel like that's what I'm about to try to do right now to cut him a little bill. Let's just say, he was young and dumb. He was probably following the influence of his friends. He don't really mean it, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do that because he's a child. But, man, that's hard it happened in 86, bro. Like, that's 30 plus years ago. So,
damn,
yeah,
well, I was what?
That's why
3?
it's like, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, but it's still there. And black people don't let you forget shit. So, How do y'all feel about Mark Walburn, man? Should we brush this under the rug, man? Because he was so young and it was so long ago, and he's a different person today, or should we just consider this like, well, this is just who you are? It's just out there, and you know.
Shout out to our alcoholic Candace talking about we missed National Cognac and National Moonshine Day.
What was that?
Alcoholic. I don't know, but the alcoholic in the comments.
Okay. When it comes to Mark, man, I don't know, man. That really depends, because I can say I can't say get rid of it. I mean, because it's just like they never let him forget. It's still always in the back of somebody's mind, regardless of how far back it is. It's in somebody's mind. So I can't say, forget it, but, you just got to keep your eye on them. And I mean, it's been a lot of people around, that has been around him of color. People like Tyrese and Ludacris. All of these people have been around him. Andre 3000, like they did
the Brothers movie. Yeah.
These are people that
the Brothers.
I guess can, if they say, hey, let's just, that was the young him. He's not like that. I've been around him for years. That none of that side has ever shown. No symptoms of it has never shown. It's going to take people like that to, I guess, give him that pass. And I mean, regardless of the pass or not, it's still not going to be forgotten, but it'll make somebody say, okay, I'll still go support a movie.
Yeah.
That he does, but I'm gonna still keep my eye on things.
Yeah, people in the comments are saying basically like, don't brush it under the rug, but just keep an eye on him. You know what I'm saying? I think he put the spotlight on himself now. So
you know what?
People will be watching his actions and shit.
And you know what?
Because people change. You know what I'm saying? People change, and you never know. Since it happened so far back, he could have been raised that way.
Yeah.
He could have been raised that way, and then realized years later that ain't the way it's supposed to be.
And this is a prime example where we're going to use him as an example, where we're going to look at his past, like we want to be aware of it, but we're not going to crucify you for it and say like you should die from it, like they do us, looking at our past that we could have changed, but they want to use that. Well, he might have deserved it. You feel me? How they always want to go back into some shit we did in the past. So I'm gonna take the time like we're gonna notice it, but we're not gonna crucify you for it.
Yeah.
He might have changed over the time, but we seen that shit. About it. We ain't gonna kill you for it. Okay.
Yeah. So I toss up now. Only got two more. So we got Lil Wayne or Terry Crews.
The Terry Crews shit is.
I want to hear. Yeah, I want to go to
Crews.
I want to hear about Terry Crews because Lil Wayne. Look, everybody, if you don't know about Lil Wayne, you should know he was saved by a cop. Other cops ignored him.
Yeah.
So he got a soft
Lil Wayne's a quick brush through. He's a quick brush through. Basically, he was just saying that we need to look at ourselves in these situations that we could have. A lot of situations where this stuff happens. Yeah, that's what he said first. He said that there's a lot of times where we could respond to these situations a little better, and they end up escalating too far, blah, blah, blah. People ain't like what he said. And then the second comment was like, it's not all cops, and I was saved by a white cop, which he was. He shot himself when he was 14, 15 years old, and the white cop saved his life at the time. Now, my thing is that with him, I remember when he came out a few years ago when the Black Lives Matter made a run for it a few years ago over another bad situation, and he commented, and he was saying that he doesn't experience any racism. But that's the thing. We were talking about perspectives. Your perspective is that he's Lil Wayne. He's been saved by a white cop. He probably got a bunch of white cops that are fans. They probably all treated him well. They probably never harassed him. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, and Z. Now, of course, he gets searched and shit like that. But I feel like his view on what this isn't a white cop problem. So he says that in his interviews and X, Y, and Z. But that's from his perspective. You know what I'm saying? He's living a life to where he hasn't had issues where white cops were trying to, do things to him. So he just want everybody to kind of, X, Y, and Z. But I get it. That's your life and that's where you sit. But I just feel like if you are a black man, then you should understand why this is going down the way it's going down, why people are upset, why people are looting, and why these situations keep happening. Just because you don't experience it don't mean that the world don't experience something different. So I think he should also shut the fuck up when it comes to these topics, because we never agree with Lil Wayne when he opens his mouth about shit like this. And shit, Terry Crews, all right.
Wait, what the fuck he do?
Well, he didn't really do anything wrong. He's just basically fighting the same fight, but from across the street. We were just talking about that last episode too.
Same fight, but across the street.
He is. He's on our side, but he's like on the other side of the street. And it's like he's one of those people to where, first off, he already rubbed people the wrong way when it came to the shit with the show. And Gabrielle Union was fired on a show that they were on together. And Gabrielle was basically highlighting and showing like, yo, there's some racist shit going on. And Terry Crews tried to defend the cast of the show, but not really defend her. And so everybody like, oh, he a coon anyway. So now that he come out and saying this, he's basically saying that he said some wild shit like defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And some wild shit like that. Basically saying that the only way we're going to get through this is if we work together, like black people and white people work together. I get what he was trying to say, but it was just how he worded it and it fucked everything up. Yeah. And everybody just went in on him and called him all types of coons and blah, blah, blah. But
I feel like there's son.
Huh?
His TV show son, the dude that everybody hates, Chris.
Yeah.
He leaned on him a little bit, not too much, but he leaned on him. And what's his name? The black guy that looks like the older black guy, the drumline, Orlando. What's his name? He leaned on him as well.
Yeah, because they don't understand why he don't see it from the perspective of the people on this side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild how people are, and I feel like there's several ways to fix certain problems. And I feel like when you voice the way that people don't want to take, you get bashed over your head. And that's what he's doing pretty much. He wasn't saying that, fuck white people or fuck, the looting and rioting. He just basically saying like white people have to be involved too for this to make sense. And in a deeper retrospect, he's absolutely right, because white people fuck this up. White people are going to have to fix this shit too. There's going to have to be some changes. So, but it's just that it didn't work out in his favor though. So they just
and I must say, I cannot remember who the fuck was going, who was saying this, but somebody was saying this as well, and they're saying they want to thank the white people that is actually out there marching with us. They said, man, without those white people out there marching with us, we would have been tear gassed, sprayed with water hose, and some more shit.
A lot of people would have died too.
Yeah, and they said we'd have been getting shot for real, like if those white people weren't out there. Yeah. And they said the white people are really taking action in this one, and they blame the coronavirus kind of, because they just like they're just sitting in the house and they have to literally watch this shit on TV. It ain't no, I could go to the bar down the street and go get me a drink, or I could turn on all the days of my life and all that. It's nothing they can do to avoid this shit now. And they're actually seeing it. And I think this time it kind of affected them, because they are literally in the house, stuck in the house, quarantined, and they cannot miss it. There's nobody in this world that can tell you they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Not one.
And I'm going to counteract that. And it's when I say like people live, when I made a comment, I think a few shows ago, like people really only see what's in their lives and only get a certain vision of it. Like I had one customer today, and I had my cousin on the phone, and he was just like, "Walk away slowly, walk away slow." But I understood this person was older, and they were talking to me, but they were only talking on. I mean, they were white, but they were one of my cousins, and they're cool. And they were only speaking on on a way of what they see. So basically, what the media is showing them, that's all they know.
Yeah.
Not versus, like how we see different things. Only what they seen is basically all they knew.
Yeah.
And it was a fucked up vision. I was sitting there like
that ain't it.
But no. But then she was like, then they were like, I don't know a lot of stuff in this world. I don't know what's going on. I'm stupid to a lot of stuff. Marcus, you got to get me hip. And I was like, okay, I understand that.
I'm glad you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just stupid. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this and I don't know that. I just see this and I don't know what none of this is. I don't know what you're gonna have to help me understand this world now. I'm like, yeah, you're from a totally different time, and what you're being shown is not what it is. I was like, I understand.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We know what we know because of social media. If we didn't have phones and we just watched the news, this shit make black people look real bad, and it make white people look innocent as hell. And the cops, they don't show all this shit that people catch on social media from their phones. They're not showing that footage. They're not putting that on these shows and X, Y, and Z. We see all that shit from our phones, and when people post it, people put on their Facebook page, on their Instagram.
We see a totally different light than they
see. Yeah, so we see when, the cops are the ones instigating the rioting and dropping off rocks and bricks and breaking windows themselves. We see when the white people are spray painting buildings. They don't see none of that shit. So
did you see the lady that was walking with a whole fucking cheesecake because they looted the cheesecake factory? And the damn news lady gonna say, I wonder if I think she paid for that. Like, because it was a white lady walking with a whole cheesecake. Now, if that was a black person walking with a whole cheesecake, it would be like, oh my gosh, they're even looting the cheesecake factory. They took the cheesecake. But when she seen the white girl, and this is a newscast.
The newscast.
And she said, oh yeah, she paid for that. I said, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Young. Have you ever in your motherfucking life seen anybody walk with a fucking cheesecake?
Fucking cheesecake.
And it's not like it was in a box. The shit, you know how when they showcase a cheesecake, how it's sitting on a little
she stole that shit.
Like the whole fucking thing.
Oh, you know.
And this bitch said she paid for it. I said, oh no.
Yeah,
when they see them motherfucking white people lose, all of a sudden she paid before. It was another thing, something like that, similar, and I cannot put my finger on.
The lady that was walking out with, she had all these bags and all this other shit walking out of the store. Look, the store has fucking windows like busted open, doors knocked down. She's coming through like a busted window with bags. And the news lady said,
she worked there.
Yeah,
that's what it was. This bitch had walking out. I think it was like Gucci or something, or it was like it was a name brand store. This bitch had bags. She had shirts and pants and shit through all over her shoulder. And the fact that she was the white lady and she walked out of that store with it, this bitch said, "Oh yeah, and she works there." I said, "What the fuck?"
Yo,
I'm telling you,
that's the little shit. That's the little shit that we be talking about. Like when you put somebody in the same scenario and you don't get the same results. When you see this goes back forever. I remember when it was real bad when we saw Katrina going down. When Katrina went down in New Orleans and all that, like they had white people that was looting and trying to survive like they should, because that whole place was flooded. They were trying to get anything and everything they could. Black families were doing the same thing, but the reports were saying completely different things. It was like white family found what they say they found supplies or some shit like that.
Scavenging for supplies and necessary needs.
And then when they saw the black family, it was like stealing loot. Yeah, it was like, yo, they doing the exact same thing. It was like the exact same picture. It was crazy. It was crazy. But that's the little shit that we be talking about that people don't understand. Like, people think when we talk about racism and it's been going on for so long that they think that we're talking about shit like a racist person like blatantly like just calling you a nigger to your face and saying you can't come in here, no colors allowed. They thinking it has to be at that magnitude. And it's like, no, it's so much little subtle shit that happens every single day that y'all don't understand is what the real issue is. Like, this shit happens forever. It happens even when you see a white person in the spine, you see a black person cross the street. It's the same shit. It's just, you know, it's just in different forms. And that shit has been happening forever. It happens on all scales, and people got to stop acting like they don't see that shit. They do. But I'm going to segue that into one of the questions that I came up with. And I saw somebody mention something too in the comments. I'm going to bring it up in a second. But which of these power moves during this Black movement time do you like or appreciate the most? Like, do you like the Confederate flags and the statues coming down? Do you like them defunding the police people's money and putting it back in the Black communities? Do you like what big moves have you seen that you feel that you like or appreciate the most? So do you feel like it's making the most impact right now? I'm going to jump on the record and go ahead and say that I think that I like the defunding of the police and putting it into the Black communities. I feel like that's a move I didn't see coming. I've seen people do a lot of shit. Like, I've seen them try to put the puzzle pieces in a certain way. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. But to say that you're going to defund the police officers and take that money and put it into the Black communities in that neighborhood, in that region, that's a major, major plus, because the Black communities don't really have shit. Like, they don't, a lot of them don't have good schools. They don't have the community centers and the rec centers, and they don't have the proper, like, their stores are just different than the stores you see in other places. Like, everything is different in these, you know, these urban areas. So I think that was a major move, and I hope a lot of people follow suit with that. So I thought that was major. I think that might have been my favorite move so far, is them taking, I think they took like $100 million or 150 million dollars out of the police force's pay, and taking all that money and trying to do something with it. Like, that's big. So I like that. That's my choice if I had to pick one.
Is that nationwide or just?
I think two people have done it so far. I think because it's something that the mayor has to sign off on and make sure that it happens.
Because 150 million ain't a whole lot when it comes to.
Well, yeah, no, that's just for that one place. It's
okay, all right, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna agree with the viewer. Actually, that's another one from my cousin, Stephanie King, and that's the Muriel Bowser, the mayor for DC. Rated, you are muted, sir.
Oh shit! Sorry, gang. Look, my shit off.
The fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
God damn. All right. No, what I was saying was, another thing that I felt that was really dope that I saw is that people said that somebody said that they should have you should have to go to college to be a cop. It shouldn't be something that you should just go to and then get, because they have a lot of situations where
wait. Don't you gotta take law classes to be a cop?
No.
I thought you did have to take take some criminal background classes.
Not that I know of. When I heard about people doing it, is people just had to have a fucking high school diploma. That was it. They didn't have to have college courses to be a cop.
I think you had to take some criminal background classes and shit.
That depends on what kind of cop. These goddamn metropolitan police, you need a high school diploma.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do.
But yeah, they think it'll be a really good way to weed out people who are really passionate about the job and just not about getting a badge and a gun for power, and you'll also weed out people who are just mad and angry and probably got, you know, beat up and punked around in high school, just trying to go, you know what I'm saying, and get some payback, because that's what a lot of them do. A lot of them was probably pushed around when they were young, and they go take up a job where they have some authority, and then they use that authority and abuse it. So, but yeah, I just thought that was a really dope thing to kind of give a much deeper and bigger curriculum for people who want to become police officers versus just letting that shit be jai easy. But yeah, but no, the defunding thing might have been my biggest thing that I like the most and what's going on.
And like I think the DC mayor was I think that was like one of the biggest things that I like. The fact that she kind of giving Trump that little itch, in the inside of his ass that he can't scratch. I think she has become that itch for him. And of course, this is Trump we're talking about. So of course, you know, he had to strike back by telling pretty much how she's out here keep begging him for all this motherfucking money for the city of DC as well. But you know, her painting and changing that street thing, you know, so to Black Lives Matter Plaza.
Yeah.
You know, and painting that shit all the way up. So now he basically lives on Black Lives Matter Plaza.
That's hilarious.
You know, and that's some shit.
I love that.
And the fact that he didn't, you know, deface the painting or whatever of Obama and shit like that, a lot of this shit is starting, I guess, to bite him in his ass. But, you know, he tried to throw that salt back in the game, talking about, you know, yeah, you doing all this, but you still begging me for all this money and shit. But still, regardless, I think that's the best thing.
Yeah. King, what you think is the power move that's been happening lately that you like or appreciate the most and what's been happening?
Shit. I probably had to say like taking down all them dumbass statues.
Yeah.
Like them Confederate statues,
flags and all that
like
shit.
That's just reminding people and making yeah, fuck all that shit. Nah.
Yeah.
And you know, did you hear about the? It's like two schools. It's like an elementary school and a middle school that was named after the guy pretty much that started that Confederate flag and shit. Like you know, back in the day during the what is it? I forgot which war, but him and his guys stood tall like a wall or whatever. So that's the statue that they had with him and a rack of the other little soldiers that they had that was standing tall like a wall or whatever. But they were pretty much representing that Confederate flag, and they have an elementary school and a middle school, and they are demanding that they change the name of those schools, being as though now they have to take down everything that represents the Confederate flag and all of that. So that was another good thing. That's a big thing out of that.
Yeah, that's big shit. But all right, let's make a left turn. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to do as much as we can to use our platform as a way to speak out on what's been going on. Just our way of, you know, just showing that we with the people, man. This stuff affects everybody, affects us, you know what I'm saying, too, as being black men. So I love when we were able to come on here and talk our shit and get things off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's major. And it gives people who watch our show time to get their shit off, too. They can talk in the comments and give their opinions and, you know, just be a part of the conversation. So it's been beautiful, man. But it's time to laugh a little bit. They've been waiting for it. I've been getting a lot of messages about it and stuff like that. They love what we're doing, but they definitely want to turn up a bit. So,
we're gonna turn up. Hold on.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Name a behavior of the opposite sex that is a turn off. Like, what is it that, for us men, what is it that a woman can do that just can turn you completely the fuck off? It's just like, nope, I'm
goddamn
not.
DIBs.
DIB for you? And that sucks because you got to get kind of far to get to the DIB part of the situation. Damn, so that's a letdown for real. When you go through all the shit, you finding out if they right for you and you right for them, y'all get it sexually, involved, and y'all finally get down into it, and then dead in bed. That's fucked up. I can see that being a big issue.
I'm gonna say a woman with bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene?
Yeah. And hygiene ain't always gotta be the smell. It can be also the look. Like I said, everybody know I like a pretty foot. I like pretty teeth. Those are my two things that I look at all the break.
You say a pretty foot.
Hey, I like
feet a pretty
feet.
foot.
A foot.
Yeah, something might have happened to her right foot. Most of them right.
So as long as she got one pretty foot, we good.
Pretty much. Like, nah, I'm fucking with you. But nah, pretty. A woman. You got that hygiene, man. That fucks. That's something. Unless she do construction or some shit, But I gotta. The hygiene is a no-go for me. If you can't keep your feet and your teeth straight, and I'm not talking about. I know.
If you can't keep your teeth straight, wait.
No, I'm saying like
What?
I'm not literally
Keep them
talking about
joints straight.
but I'm saying like clean. I know shit happens when it comes to teeth. Everybody can't afford braces. Everybody don't have insurance and shit like that.
They looked good yesterday. When did you start chewing rocks?
If you can't keep your mouth clean and your feet is the first thing to touch the water. When you're taking a shower, taking a bath, your feet is the first thing to touch the water. So if you can't keep them straight and you can't, get your mouth shit straight, man, I'm fucked. It's impossible.
Oh my goodness.
I feel you with that. I'm not a big fan of the ratchet behavior, man. I don't like anyone that is just like, I get it. We all come from hood shit. You know what I'm saying? We all grew up in some type of, not saying we all, but I'm talking about us as us three men. So we understand the type of women that we be around. Like, we know that we come from different hoods, different, projects, different, whatever it is. We've been around the block with that. So we know what type of women that come out of these places. And it's not even just those people that I'm talking to. I'm talking about those who just carry themselves in that type of light all the time. It's like, it don't matter where you at. You can be in public, in a mall, in a church. You could be anywhere. And these motherfuckers are just ratchet all the time. Like, I have a friend who I'll never go see. She's like, when you gonna pull up on me? I'm not pulling up on you, son. Like, you too much for me. You too wild, son. I can't fuck with you. Like, you be on some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how she is. I could never date somebody like that. Hell no. We be friends all day long. And even that's from a distance. Nigga, I can't be caught up in your bullshit. You always got some shit on. So I hate the ratchet shit, man. Like, that shit is a mess.
Rated Lion, he love ratchet joints.
Nope, I sure don't. You don't see no ratchet motherfuckers around me. You don't see no ratchet friends around me. You don't ever see me in no ratchet shit. Fuck that. You the ratchet one?
I'm most ratchet this is gonna get when it comes to your friends.
It's just wild shit. I done seen some shit, man. I can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you always end up putting yourself in a bad situation, or you know how like wrong place, wrong time situation. I feel like that's always the situation when you're around that person, or that friend, or that girl. Like, you're always in the wrong place, wrong time. I can't fuck with it.
All right, hey, say that question again. What's the question again?
Can you date someone who? No, wait. Oh, sorry, that's another one. The one I just said was name a behavior of the opposite sex that is a turn on.
Oh, okay. Is my go?
Mm-hmm.
Is it my go?
It's already your go.
No, that was just like a spill out, you know.
Okay.
Did a bit. Fuck you.
All right.
All right. So ratchet be some type of behavior. Okay, of course, the DIB. And somebody said you need to ask that beforehand. Like, how the fuck you ask that and going out there? So excuse me, are you a DIB? What is
Do
that?
you have sex or do you fuck? You got to change that motherfucking voice.
Yeah, you gotta change that voice.
Excuse me, ma'am. You like to have sex?
Nah. Yeah, check please. Just
Yeah, nah, you don't want no situation with neither one of them voices, nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah, if a girl's voice gets that deep, I'm like, nah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Time to go, bruh. See that Adam's apple, bruh. That, like you said, the whole ratchetness, like that again, I've ran it. I'm sitting there like, fuck. Then you gotta get through the whole day like, let me just get through this shit and get home. Or I'm gonna give you another joint. Like women, I love y'all, but the ones who are what is that shit called? The ones who are like overly woman, like it's a name for it. What's the name of it?
Too prissy?
No. The all about woman power and like most
like
what's that shit called? That was at the tip of my tongue.
you talking about being well, it's not a chauvinist, but it's a God damn, it's the opposite of that. It's a fucking I know what you're talking about though. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, like
somebody in the comments, goddamn. It's
a feminist.
Feminist.
Feminist, yes.
Feminist,
yes. Young
shout out to Sanithia for that ass.
God damn it. Like some of them are cool, but some of them like literally that undercover I hate man, but type shit. Like I've ran into a few feminists. It's just like, why are you even dating? Like, how are you even in a relationship? You hate men that much. Wait, you have like a kind of a weird level for hate of men or dislike for men, but those be the ones with sons. And I'm sitting here like, okay, all right. No, I can't do it because I'm not gonna try to live up to any expectation you have in your head or try to kiss your ass. That's one. Next to a feminist,
God damn, how many you got, motherfucker? You just don't like women.
Oh no, I do like women. I love them a lot, but it's just certain ones. Like next to the feminists is those ones who act like they the ones that seem like they deserve something from you. Like you have to do this. You're supposed to do this. The ones that have to me an unrealistic expectation of what a man is supposed to be. Like if you're not doing this and doing that, it's like you're not a man and you're supposed to be doing this and doing that. And I'm sitting there like,
those are the ones with the good box that know they have a good box and feel like if you don't do what the hell I need you to do, then this good box is not for you.
And I'm not really pressed for your box, so you keep that shit moving. So, and I'm just gonna leave it with that.
Oh man, I'm rolling with those.
What was that next question that you was about to?
I was about to get
entitled. CC got it on point. Them entitled motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, them entitled ones, man. All right, so can you date someone that refuses to give you their all?
Kiss my ass, dude. Yeah, I took my three free throws.
Yeah, can you date someone who refuses to give you their all until marriage?
I will not refuse to date. If what you giving me is good, then hell nah. Because I mean, shit. If I look at it like, damn, what you giving me is good, and this is not your all because we're not married. When we do get married, then there's more to this. Then hell yeah. I mean,
what if all like a complete psychopath?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just asked, Could I date somebody that don't give me their all until you're married?
But what
And
if their current? But you said if their current is good enough. But what if their current is not good enough? Could you wait?
That really depends, man. It depends on like situations. Like this really depends on how you feel about, let's just say, kids or finances. It's certain shit that is going to determine that if you're bad with finances now, but you'll get better when we're married. No, that's
No,
like,
hell no. I mean,
motherfucker.
it's just shit like
You waiting to marry me, so that I ain't got no choice but to at least pay half, or you gonna take half. But no, if it ain't no shit like that, man, if it's just, I don't know.
What if it's just like some sexual shit? What if it's just like, well, I only like doing it like missionary, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll ride you every once in a while, but once we get married, then I'll really turn up. And
that's fine. That's fine. I can get mine off missionary. Now, she can't tell me she ain't sucking no dick until we get married. I ain't falling for that. You got to wet this motherfucker up. You got to get that throat right. If I can't get that and say, I only give head to my husband, and baby, we either gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend for long until I'm ready, because I ain't going.
See, I didn't give that answer this time. Usually I'm the one that's giving all the motherfucking dick sucking rules around this motherfucker, but it wasn't me this time, y'all. So
no.
Y'all document that.
Nah. He beat you to it, motherfucker.
That's the nigga went first.
He beat you to it. You know, he was like,
shit. I ain't gonna hold you, yo.
answers.
I'm not rolling with that. You can't tell me you don't suck dick till you married. I'm gone, nigga. I'm out this motherfucker. Dude, you see that shit? I'm out, nigga. Fuck that. I'm gone. But nah, as far as a relationship goes and stuff like that, I think it's fine. I think I'll be able to stick it out and work my way into the marriage and wait for whatever there is to come. Because I feel like I'm the same way. I feel like we all are kind of the same way in a sense. I feel like having somebody that you're involved with, it's like we all know what to expect. When you have a girlfriend, boyfriend relationship, y'all know that things go up to another level. You start to do things better, do things different, X, Y, and Z, because that's, somebody that you're putting your shit into. But when y'all get into that marriage phase, it's a whole nother level. So I do feel like everybody low key, if they know it or not, probably have another step or two to give once they get married. So I don't have an issue with it at all. But what I will say, if your current is trash, I'm not staying, Slim. I'm not staying. We could be cool and all that shit, but I wouldn't date you long term if your current is not good enough for me to wait. You know what I'm saying? It should be at least, bare minimum to where you can last until y'all develop into that shit. But if it ain't even there, nigga, no, I'm good. I'm out.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Look. Y'all say y'all do all that weight and all that other good shit. Look, man, I've been around long enough. I done seen people in relationships. I done seen people in marriage and did all that shit. Look, you ain't about to sell me no motherfucking dream, Joe. I'm not about to sit here and think like, oh yeah, you gonna be a totally different person just because we get married. If you that type of person, I don't think I might want to be with you for real, because you're not on the same mental level with me. You're gonna try to sell me a dream. Oh, I'm gonna be better, or I'm gonna give you my best when we're married. Look, it shouldn't even be about marriage, because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I don't want you to say you're gonna be your best because of a piece of paper and a ring. If you feel I'm the one and I feel that you should be your best because of that. Bring what you want to bring to the table and how you feeling and what we're accomplishing together. Because even when we're married, hopefully we both have an understanding that we're trying to be better people every day, not because we're married. Now, if it's because of that, then you on some other shit. And then on top of that, it's just words. I'm not a words of affirmation type person. That shit don't even rock with me. People sit there to try to have hopes and dreams on some words. Nah, not gonna work for me. So
when it comes to marriage, man, I think in order to get married, somebody has to have your all before me. Like, I gotta know what I'm getting into.
Well, usually, go ahead.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Now, I mean, usually to me, this is just to me. This is how I view it. Usually, when you date somebody, you kind of showing them what it would be if you were in a relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to be kind of. This is just to me. I picture it. This is what you're showing them if we were married. Now, when you're married to somebody, it really shouldn't be too much difference because a lot of people can't handle change, and some people can. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be because when we got married, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. To me, it's like we both are in a relationship. We were committed to each other. We both grow together, and we learn each other. Not just we just married. Because like once, like I've seen this happen. People wait to get married, and they become a totally different person, or they try to do this and try to do that, and that person does not like that shit.
Mm.
And they be like,
"Where's the person that I met? Where's give me the person that made me want to marry."
In the first place, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, and the reason why I feel like that too, because I feel like there is certain parts, even if it's not sexual, there's certain parts of just us being human that we feel different when it's somebody that we've dedicated our life to. Like I'm not dying for you if you're not my wife. That's something you get when we get married. We get married, I would die for you, Slim. Dude, we just girlfriend, boyfriend, so I'm not jumping in front of that bullet. You be all right.
Dang.
Should be damn. She gonna find another relationship in 2 weeks anyway. Like, don't do that. Just don't do that.
That's if she make the motherfucker. You talking about I ain't jumping in front of that, but I ain't gonna jump in front of it either. But I at least push her out the motherfucking way.
See, I ain't say all that. I ain't get into the details. I'm just saying that's how there's levels to shit like that. Like,
that motherfucker said, I ain't jumping in front of that, but she'll be all right.
She'll be all right. But
I might knock your ass over there if you fall. Don't get mad at me because I did save your life.
Yeah. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between letting nothing happen. It's a difference between pushing somebody out of the way. There's a difference between jumping in front of the bullet. I feel like those are like levels of relationships. So, in some cases that could be it. But I get exactly what you're saying though, King, because you just feel like you're doing it on purpose. It's like a premeditated roadblock for no fucking reason. Like, why would you set that barrier in the way and then try to say, well, yeah, I'll open it up once we get married? I feel like to me that becomes an ultimatum, and I don't like ultimatums and shit. Like, don't try to make me jump through hurdles to get something from you. You either gonna rock with me or
make me try to rush to this to see what it is.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah! Nah, we definitely.
Let me. Nah, bruh.
I told
you something like that though.
What you mean?
Every woman don't get that motherfucking treasure chest.
Very true.
But I don't say, hey, look, there's a treasure chest waiting for you. No.
Right.
No, I don't do that.
You have to, yeah. Like,
I don't. If they hear about it, then I would like, you hear about it, I'm like, nah, you ain't.
I'll
introduce
like, her to it when she gets to that spot.
If you do this and do that, no, you're going to get this. No, I don't even, I slowly see what type of person she is to see if we can even bring that bitch out. If I want to, then yeah, nah. I don't never put that on the table. Most people know I got a treasure chest because y'all two little fucks.
No, they know you got a treasure chest because you said it numerous amounts of times on
no,
this goddamn
I barely say it. No, someone else mentions the shit.
We just bring the shit up, motherfucker.
I don't say it. I don't say it.
The only way I know you said it because I didn't know shit about this motherfucker.
Because somebody else mentioned that shit.
You
mentioned that shit on the show.
I probably did one time.
That was all it took. We ain't let that shit go since then.
Nasty motherfucker.
Okay, I'll give it that. Fuckers.
But all right, let me I think it's one more on here. Oh shit. What did y'all do as kids that y'all don't want y'all kids to do now? Or growing up, or whatever the case may be.
Shit. Good Lord.
I don't want my kids being destructive. Like I would.
I mean, like a behavior, like not like in the struggle as far as your circumstances, but like something your bad ass did that you don't want your kids to do.
Being destructive.
Being destructive? Oh, I thought you said being in the struggle. Okay, I got you. Being destructive. Oh, yeah. No,
I don't want my kids to be destructive, man. I used to, fire, all kinds of shit. Fire. Anybody know I'm a knife fanatic. I like cutting shit. I don't want my kids to go through that busting shit. I like the sound of breaking glass. It's just all kinds of shit. Trouble. I was a troublesome motherfucking kid. I don't want my kids.
Let's see. I think I wouldn't even, you know what? I won't even say, well, no, I'm gonna try to find a behavior that I did as a kid. Well, actually, no, it's the same thing. Like, I don't want my kids to be too nice. I'm a very passive person. I like to diffuse things and not let there be any issues and shit like that. I was that way as a kid. I was always giving my fucking toys away all the time because whatever the next kid didn't have what I had or something like that. Or if somebody wanted something that I really wanted, I'll let them have it. Like, I was always a very nice and very passive child. But I feel like the world that we live in now, y'all remember when we was going through this whole bullying thing that was like at the forefront of shit, probably at least a few years back. I don't think that there's a lot of room for you to be too passive. You just have to watch who you be nice to, watch who your friends are, shit like that. I'd rather try to teach them a lot of things instead of them just being too nice to the point where I feel like they'll just get walked over. You know what I'm saying? Because my kids emotional, man. Like, if somebody don't like them, they feel it. If somebody not fucking with them, they feel it. And they're good kids. So I wouldn't want them to really put all they chips in a bag of just being too nice to motherfuckers, because I think they'll learn a valuable lesson maybe they'll learn it fast, but I don't think they'll ever learn. If they're anything like me, they won't grow out of that shit. So I'll try to teach them to not be so fucking passive in life, because I was that way as a kid all the time. Just too fucking nice. And sometimes that shit don't get you nowhere. It puts you in a bad spot. You end up selling yourself short. You get the short end of the stick, and you try to be okay with everything all the time. And I wouldn't want my kids to experience that too much.
Oh, well.
Karen says she doesn't want her kid to be a nympho.
The fuck? I hope your kids ain't a nympho either. Like, damn it.
Look, baby.
Wait. How old is Karen's kids?
I did enough fucking for you. Stop fucking, please. God damn.
Who would think they talking about kids? All right, I was just in my head on that one. For me, what would I not want my kids to be? Well, shit. He a fucking Scorpio, and he being raised by me. I ain't gotta worry about him being too nice.
Nah, he's not gonna be passive.
I might have to teach him to be a little nice. Like, look,
be nicer.
Okay, my dude, it is okay. I think I fear, or I would want my kids, both of them, to somehow help them any way of being emotionally balanced, getting what they need to be mentally functional adults.
I can see that.
Oh no, me? Oh no, I got.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm a little fucked up.
My man is wild.
When I was a kid, like a lot of people don't know, I was a kid like Dino. Like, I was really.
It was like I said, the emotional balance part. Like he wasn't afraid to show his emotions, but a lot of that was tied to anger. He wasn't the kid that would cry when he didn't get what he wanted or some shit like that. He was a kid that'd get angry. You'll see tears in his eyes, but he'd be like ready to fucking break shit, knock your ass out. Like, it was just like I say, emotions and his anger. It was a weird balance, but you saw it as a kid growing up.
So basically, Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, something like that. Something rubbed him the wrong way. It was just like, and it's like, whoa, just bring it down a little bit. It's not that not that big of a deal. Just calm down, you know. So
yeah, man,
I can see that.
Yeah, so like having just making sure their mental is cool, so they could be functional adults. For them to, I want them to understand what it took me years to understand being older. Like, everybody's going to be different. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. Sometimes you literally have to just not give a fuck. I mean, everybody hates my nonchalantness, but it fucking works for me. And sometimes you just can't care about everything, or sometimes you just gotta just pick your battles. Greatest thing in the world. Sometimes you just gotta know what you can do, how people are, and basically, more importantly, know yourself. Know what you can do, what to be around, what triggers you, what sets you off, so you can be able to handle yourself in situations like, you know what, I can't do that, I can't do this. You know, I to help you keep yourself out of situations that might fuck you up in the end. So
I'm feeling that. That remind me of the show Sherlock Holmes. Be watching that shit sometimes. And the reason why he was so good at doing the fucking shit that he does is because of how he works his brain. He didn't let a lot of bullshit in. Like, just how you saying, like, your nonchalantness helps you. And, you know, you don't care about a lot of certain things. That's how he was. And he was just like, dog, I'm not filling my brain up with the bullshit. Like, I need to keep all this space for stuff that helps me do what I do. And but for a kid, that would definitely help out, because I feel like with kids, man, kids fill their brains up with anything they can because they're children. They learn everything. Everything they see, they want to, you know, figure it out. They're interested in it. They're intrigued by it. They got YouTube. What they watch on YouTube helps them grow in good or bad ways. So they are really just sucking in a lot of knowledge and even some negative shit. So having the balance of that is definitely a good one. That's a real good one. I've been reading some of these comments, and some of y'all motherfuckers was bad as shit growing up.
Anithia says she don't want her kids to be as shy as she is.
I don't believe that.
Denise says she doesn't want her kids to be like her because she's a giver and she'll give her last to anybody. Everybody don't deserve that.
Very true.
Is Twyla said, I hope I'm saying that right. She doesn't want her kids street fighting like she did, so she was a fighter.
Wait, who was a street fighter?
Twyla Campbell.
God damn! Who the fuck is this street fighter?
She was out here in the streets.
Oh yeah, Twyla. Yeah, she like she was wrecking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get.
She put the paws on a few people out there in the streets.
Yeah,
get Campbell to drop that bill on these bitches, Joe.
Would have been on World Star if the phone game was nice back then.
Yeah.
But I feel that though.
You know what? Wait, how tall is she? She was like one of the tall chicks that everybody had to fight. Like, I don't even want to fight you, Campbell. Come on.
Or the motherfucker that everybody wanted to go get because they couldn't fight. So like,
they call her ass initials. Her name was TC.
Exactly. I'm gonna go get TC on your motherfucking ass. I'm gonna get TC on your motherfucking ass. She wanna drop your bitch ass.
Yep. And TC gonna come around there and fuck somebody up. That's what happened. Oh man, but shit, that's all I got, man. And we all the time. It's 08. Dang. That was a breeze. That flowed really well, gang. Yeah. I'm hoping everybody that was in the comments and shit really appreciated this show.
Yeah. Y'all better appreciate it. And if y'all don't, I'm gonna give my girl TC to come run up on y'all motherfucking ass.
we tried to half it, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was really good, man. A lot of good stuff, good laughs. We appreciate y'all twice a week. On the show, man. It's always fun. I always look forward to coming on here and acting a fool with y'all. Yeah, I know, right, Karen? That was fast as hell. That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, that's quick. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun, right? So before we go, hold on, Ken, do you have a closing question before I say what I'm gonna say?
Nah. The only reason I don't, because since we have so many matters to discuss in the beginning, it's best to just get those matters out and just go straight to the topics.
I got you. I've been talking about some special news that I've been wanting to talk to y'all about. And we can't go into full details yet, but we got a giveaway that we working on for all these fans out here that's watching the show. We want to give y'all a chance to win that. We can't tell y'all what's in the box, but it's going to be a live box full of goodies. We're going to give y'all a
box full of goodies, okay? A box full of goodies.
It's going to be nice.
Not his
Box
treasure
for the good.
chest.
Okay.
Not the treasure chest.
No.
It's the Live Vibes. The Live Vibes.
God damn it.
Ain't no telling what's gonna be in it, but we're gonna once we work out all the kinks and the details, we're gonna tell y'all how y'all can win this box. It should be a lot of fun. I hope y'all participate, and good luck to whoever gets it. But at the same time, man,
what's wrong with James?
I don't know. He doing sign language and cripping and blood gang and.
It says the Zoom meeting is muted.
What?
My shit say live on Facebook.
Okay, yeah, but it said the Zoom meeting was muted.
Oh.
Is it muted?
Can y'all hear?
It's not now.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that on my screen.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
All right, hey, I love giveaways. Okay, so if somebody say they love giveaways,
this shit don't like James. This shit don't like James.
We'll give more details about the giveaway very soon. We want to let y'all know that it's coming. We getting everything together now. So be on the lookout. And other than that, man, like I said, go subscribe to the YouTube if y'all haven't already. Follow us on Instagram, the LiveVibezPodcast. Y'all already do on Facebook. Shit. Other than that, if y'all ain't got nothing to say, James, you could take us out.
Well, I got something to say, man. It's about the YouTube. We are at 177 subscribers.
177.
We are striving. Our new goal is to strive for 200. Our first goal was to strive for 100, and then it was 150. And
hey,
now
178.
Now we are.
That one.
Oh, okay. Well, we're striving for 200, man. So, if y'all can share, like, tell a friend to tell a friend, go to work and just tell some of your coworkers, man, look, subscribe to the LiveVibez.
No. Pull one of these moves. Like, hey, yo, look, you got YouTube, baby? Let me see your phone real quick. Find us and subscribe on their shit for us.
Like, look, I'm gonna show you something doing crazy. You just go to like one of our videos and you just hit subscribe on the Lowski and hit that bell.
All of that shit works. All of it works. Anybody you know that can use a laugh. Anybody you know that just might want to look at the screen and see three handsome young men, you know, shit, you never know. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on these days. They saying everybody support all of these black businesses and all of that. Guess what? We're not even a business, but we are a show. So y'all can support us in that way. Just tell a friend and tell a friend. Go and like this LiveVibez podcast, man.
Let's go.
It'll get you a little laugh. It might, I don't know. We ain't did no tear-jerking shit yet, but shit. It might get you a laugh. It might get you in the mood to talk about some real shit. Man, you know, anybody that got a topic, anything, a story that they want to be told and get other people's opinion, we are the place to do that. So please, let us use our platform on and broaden our horizon for a bigger and better audience. We love y'all, and we want to bring some of y'all friends along with us. So that these giveaways, okay, I got you, Sid. My cousin, that one that joined last episode, he said send the link to his inbox and he will post the page.
All right.
Get the YouTube link and send it that way. We'll work that out, and we appreciate you. That's all it takes is a share. You know, we ain't saying threaten everybody, but just push the share button and send that link to some other people and let them know. Go on YouTube and like that. So, with that being said,
you don't want to share? You don't want to share? You better motherfucker share. What? All right. Everybody out. Everybody, I gotta talk to this motherfucker in private. Everybody out. Hit everybody out.
You ain't hit the bell?
Everybody out.
Fucking bell? Like, better hit the fucking bell. But yeah, now we appreciate y'all so much, man. Just spread the word, and we'll definitely see y'all on Friday.
Yes, man. So y'all already know what it is. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Don't put your hands where you won't put your face. And remember, put the guns down, pick the gloves up. And we out.
Hey. Oh, it's back. Why? why did you give the fucking?
I racked off
the
on them joints.
barrage?
I racked off on them joints.
Yo, at first I thought you were just doing some cool shit, but this motherfucker